Welcome back everybody to part 2. It's something else today. It's so mind-bogglingly busy with tourists and other people. There was a cancellation of the guard change this morning at Buckingham Palace, and that has led to numbers here like I've never seen. And we've had this before, I've said it before, but today is just a whole new level. It's been just, I don't even know how to describe it, folks. It's extraordinary how many people there are. Really, truly extraordinary. Even the trooper is having to wait to get out of the gates to do his work. Look. The guard change has just finished. 2 new horses at the front, both of which I will ID if I can during the course of this video. But this one is very, 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 very skittish. He's not a happy boy. Not sure what the problem is, but yeah, just doesn't want to settle down. Came out the front of the box a couple of times, not dramatically, but just doesn't want to settle. And it's a problem. Why is it a problem? Because if this continues and the horse decides to have a meltdown, a little while ago there wasn't even space for people to move. Yeah. He kind of went out the box at the front, didn't he, a little bit, and moved around. I don't know what's going on. Too many people, maybe.
People, I think too many people.
Yeah, definitely too many today. Ah, wait. Thank you.
I learned that the horse's name's on the bridle too.
They are on the bridle, yeah.
Yes.
If you get up really close and so
Yeah,
on. The
yeah,
reason I
yeah.
don't like go up close and sort of try and film it and stuff
No.
is that obviously that's going to give it away. But
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. No, one of the troopers told me.
he actually asked, he responded.
Yeah, I said, what's the name of the horse and me? And he said, if you go and have a look at the stripe under the strip of leather under its neck,
Yeah.
he said the horse's name.
Cool. I'm actually genuinely surprised. That means he took a shine to you. If he told you that. This one is not happy. I'll be surprised if this one lasts. Really not in a good mood at all.
That's why I came around.
I wonder if it's just too many people.
He's just going
What
to
the
head
problem
off
is.
and come and see what happens with this one.
I mean, I think it'll be okay. But I did see him come out. He was flipped around on the street and then backed himself into the box. But people were just kind of like crouching behind me, taking pictures and stuff. I almost fell backwards. People are not paying attention at all today. It's chaos. I've never seen it this busy. Completely ridiculous.
I was shocked when I went out to bed.
Yeah, just too many now.
Down towards Buckingham Palace.
Don't forget, every tour group, they would have put Buckingham Palace as being their first stop on the schedule for today. So when their groups got there, they realised there was no guard change. Obviously, everyone was like, sigh. So of course, at that point, all the tour guides said, oh, no problem, we'll take you to horseguards instead. This is when we end up with this massive problem of there being way too many people.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, a number of times he's had to come out, the troopers had to come out to speak to his colleague about whether or not they take this horse off. Unbelievable.
Hopefully I'll be on your screen somewhere along the line today.
Like right now. Say hello to everyone at home. And New Zealand, of course. Exactly, yep. Kiwi here who lives in Australia.
John, his streams are fantastic. London City Walk.
Subscribe and like, am I right?
Subscribe and like.
You're way too kind, honestly. Thank you.
Thank you,
You're
John.
very kind. Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
It's just such a pain in the neck that the pound is double in Australian dollars. So.
If you think it's bad, I tell you what, you'd have a shock if you were in Paris right now. London is very overpriced, but Paris is a whole new level of craziness. But yeah, the Aussie money is not doing too well, is it, at the moment?
Yeah, but 6 weeks in the UK, so
6 weeks. Whoa, you've got a lot to look forward to.
all the best.
My pleasure. See you. Thank you. Okay, folks, I might have figured out what the problem was. I'm not going to count my chickens, but I've got a bit of an idea about why we were having the overheat problem. I hadn't correctly set the balance, the physical balance on the gimbal. Now, I really don't want to count my chickens and assume that we fixed it, but let's give it a try. I'm going to try my best, folks, to get us to the front, because right now, I mean, even getting out the gate, it's just like, forget about it. You know, the troopers probably... Oh. He's probably just had enough already. So many people have been trying to speak to him, accosting him, asking him questions, and he's just trying to do his job, close up the boxes after the horses are safely inside. Now, in part one earlier, folks, part one somewhat abruptly terminated. It was a great video anyway. We captured most of the interesting events of the morning. We saw the gatesman, same gatesman that we have here right now, screaming at a very unfortunate kid who decided, his parents' fault, not the guard's fault, to wander into the archers and have a little peek at the guard. Yeah, we captured that very, very cleanly. So if you didn't see that in part one, folks, have a good look at part one. We also, briefly, had a chat with some Northern nannies. Got people on, looks like hen do's. Gotta be a hen do, look at this. She's obviously the bride-to-be, I guess, plus with a little teddy. All sorts going on here today, absolutely all sorts. Anyway, let's try and get ourselves a spot in front of one of the horses. Easier said than done, but hey, if I don't try, it will not happen anyway. Kensington was out before. Who have we got here this time, I wonder? These are what we're, these kind of numbers, folks, what we're looking at, what we're dealing with today. Both the horses are completely surrounded by, I don't know, 100 plus people, I would say. There's a bit of space to move around in the middle here, but at the other end it's the same as there. This horse is very, very, very skittish. It would not surprise me at all if this horse ends up quitting. I don't know which horse it is. I'll try and ID it shortly, but he's not a happy boy at all. And it's the usual box, what a surprise, but more extraordinarily, if this horse does quit during the shift, it's going to be the third time that this trooper has had a horse that doesn't want to work. I'm not sure, it looks to me, what's it called? I did read about this. The chain part that goes along the side, each side of the bit. It looks like that might be a little bit tight on one side. He's playing up. But yeah, here we go. I knew it, didn't I? I told you, folks. I just knew. Look at these two ladies. They're standing there against the wall. What are they do? What on earth are they doing? Ladies, 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 come out of the way, come out of the way, come out of the way. I honestly thought the horse was going. You alright? Oh my god, they didn't understand their French. The two women were French. What on earth? No way, that was the closest we ever come to seeing two people actually getting physically squashed by the horse. I knew it, I knew it. They were French, they couldn't understand. Here we go again. Horse is not a happy boy. I think they're going to take this one off, guys. I'm going to try my best to get you an ID on which horse this is. I don't recognise this horse. Yeah, when he was saying that they were French, they didn't understand them things. This is like ladies. But the look on her face when the horse is about to go into it, it's like, oh, the what? It's, as you say, common sense. The trooper is cool as a cucumber, despite this horse not having a good time. He's been clocking away, hasn't he, for like half an hour or so. Yikes. Oh, it's really close, and I'm behind the bollards. I think that's probably it, in all honesty, folks. So Gatesman's coming out. He's going to go around the Taurus there. Okay, that's it. We're done. He's off. Which, to be honest with you, folks, is not really a surprise. Yeah, he is. He's had enough. It's a shame, guys. I couldn't get you the ID. Apologies, everybody. I always like to tell you which horse is the one that quits, but today we're not going to get that, are we? beautiful horse as well. Real shame that we don't know which one it was. However, we can look forward to a new beauty coming out in just a moment. Yeah, I knew it. Same box, same trooper. He's not having a lot of luck, that trooper. In the last 2 weeks, that's the third major meltdown that he's had on a different horse. There's always, every single time, it's this end, it's this box. At least we got the gatesman shout. Everyone was so focused on the horse, they missed the gatesman shouting in someone's face. Right, box is going to be reopened, obviously. A regular viewer on the right. She hasn't noticed that I'm filming again. You're back in the video without even realising it. You're getting all the drama this morning, aren't you?
I knew that is one of
Yeah, me too. I could tell.
them off already.
He was really not happy, was he?
Yeah.
That's the third time though in 2 weeks that new trooper has had a horse that quick.
Is it?
Yeah, same
the
guy.
same horse?
Same guy, 3 different horses. Very, very, very weird coincidence.
John, you know this horse? One of the best horse.
That was on today or a different day?
No, Sunday. You didn't come.
I know, I wasn't here.
This
No, it's not unusual enough. I didn't recognise it without seeing the number on the hoof. If, for example, you've got this in 4K and you can get a really clear picture of the hoof number.
this horse.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but usual.
No, but I mean, there's a pile of poo on the floor. There are flies all over it. Why would you actively choose to walk through it?
This was going to be better than Monday and what's the other one?
Wait, was it
This
a
was
life?
Spike.
Wait, a lifeguard horse or a Blues and Royals horse? This one.
What colour is that?
1 second. So red troopers or blue troopers? Okay, I think. Oh, I'm about 95% certain that horse is called Tristan.
Tristan?
Like Tristan. Like it really kind of like bites people's handbags and stuff. That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Tristan.
Mark gave him the name George.
Yeah, no,
He said,
definitely,
I don't know his name. I
definitely
gave him
called
George.
Tristan. 100% that horse. Yeah, I had him in my video from I think last Wednesday. He's the one that got the German woman in my video that got her bag stuck on his bit. It was the same horse. Yeah,
He's one of the best.
he's definitely going to be a
He's a new
superstar.
recruitment, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never seen him until last week. So
Neither me. But he's one of the best.
definitely a new star in the lifeguards for sure. So yep, see, people are realising, guys, even if my fellow recorders, streamers, YouTubers are recognising that there are superstar new horses, it's true. That horse, that new lifeguard horse we saw, luckily we got the first clear footage and named him of Tristan. He's in that video, that great video from Wednesday when the German tourist got her bag stuck on his bit. He is a wonder horse. A lot of my friends have got footage of him, and we're going to try and pull out some more gems because yeah, he was super fun, an amazing, beautiful, gentle, but very, very inquisitive and playful horse. I don't think the trooper's going to say anything, even though she's actually laying over the chain. No idea where the parents are.
No, step back, please. Horse is coming back out now, so we all push back behind the line
He's saying the
again.
horse is coming back at them. Does he mean a new one, or does he mean the same horse? They're going to try again. We'll see in a minute.
Back, please, thank you.
Loving how this trooper is cool as a cucumber, despite having his exceptionally heavy number 2 uniform on. Right, we're going to get right in spot. You've got the absolute best place for the new horse. Look at this, we're right here.
Can I just try to tell you one more thing?
Of course.
When you were invited in to watch the Queen
Elizabeth Cup. Yep.
Oh, tears in my eyes.
It was a special day for me, yeah, very much so.
Those horses, Juno and
Atlas.
Juno.
Yeah. Yeah, extraordinary. Look at these tourists over here, look at this. The police are saying to them, like, you probably shouldn't be hanging around because if the horse goes backwards and the doors of the box fly open, they're going to absolutely nap on their faces, aren't they?
I congratulate a corporal, of course, for their win of the cup.
It's a pity actually because the trooper that won the Elizabeth Cup, he was here on Wednesday, but he's not here today.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that he would be back, but no, he didn't make an appearance today.
Never mind.
Well, that was the
He's
first
on
time.
your stream.
But on Wednesday, it was the first time I've ever seen him as the gatesman. Okay, let's see. Same horse now, it doesn't look like they changed it. sure it's the same one.
N'ayez pas peur, il va passer devant.
Convince people. Do you think it's the same one instinctively? They didn't change it. They took it off and then brought it. Why? I don't understand. It's the second time we've seen that. Q10 had a meltdown, was taken off, came back out. I don't understand. I'm lost.
Okay, I'm off this time.
Everyone's still standing here waiting, but that's it. That's it. Show's over. We can leave. Let's go. Yeah, people expect something's going to happen, but it's already happened. It's finished. Unless they're not getting any tourist phone. Keep myself way down so I'm not in anyone else's videos. That's it. Yeah, they've reopened it instantly. Right. It looks. I'm not 100% sure unless I compare images, but it really looks to me like this is the same horse. Let me ask everybody else in a second. That's curious. Why would they take off the horse only to bring the same one back out again? I mean, it's so big that I can't believe it's another one. They've got two that are so similar. But the question, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me get the ID, folks, while we've got a moment. Let's get the ID on this massive horse. I've got the horse hoof number. 1 minute, everybody. Tabor, this horse. Tabor. Tabor. Let me ask Pascal if they did actually change the horse, because it's really looking to me like the same one. Because that would have been a damn quick. The troop would have had to dismount, remount, and come out all in the space of just a few minutes. Is it the same one? It is the same one.
Yeah, hello.
That's very odd.
Apple.
Oh, you think they gave some apple? Okay, that would explain it. Okay, so even the tourists that were there with me before, the chap that was commenting about the fact that the horse is flipping and very skittish, they've just confirmed it's the same one. So what do we think, guys? How is that possible? How did the exceedingly unhappy, skittish, I don't want to work horse completely change in 5 minutes and come back out? They're saying maybe some apples, water, whatever. What do we think? Surely it's not that simple. He seems completely settled now, which is a great thing to see, but that was a very, very quick turnaround, wasn't it? The fastest turnaround we've ever seen with a horse quitting and come back out again. So questions, give me your thoughts. How is that possible that the horse is so chill, so quick? It's a Q10 situation all over again, isn't it? But Tabor we haven't seen for a while, and he is enormous. 18-1 probably. He's a really big horse. I mean, look how close the guard's plume is to the top of the box. Oh, here we are. Tabor has a drink, everybody. Thing is, he's giving a Flayman's response. Look at this. He doesn't want to actually drink the water. Hold on. Come on, horsey. Phone doesn't want to go down that way that much though, guys. There we are. First time we've ever seen the horse stick his head properly in the bucket. Come on, horsey, you can do it. It's actually really hard to film this because I'm really close up because there's so many people behind me. So on the one hand, I want to see the horse's reaction. We're tempted to turn it to portrait briefly. Come on, horsey, you want some, you know you do. Oh, no, he's not up for it. It's a very heavy pail of water the trooper had as well there. That's the first watering that I've seen this year. It's not the first watering of the year, there have been some others, but it's the first one that I've actually seen with my own eyes this year. And luckily we were in a good spot to see it.
Get over there, I'll take a picture. Just don't touch the horse.
So we'll definitely concentrate on Tabor for the rest of this video. He really is probably the most elegant. He is the Blues and Royals version of Q10. He and Q10 could almost be brothers, in fact, to be quite honest with you. He's flawless, folks. He hasn't got a single mark anywhere that I can see. No socks, no stockings. Completely flawless horse. Trying to see, actually there is the faintest of marks on his face, right in the middle, teeny weeny mark, see that? Almost like a little scratch. There's no blaze, there's no star, he's completely uniform except for that teeny mark on the face. Absolutely spectacular horse, really spectacular horse. Yeah. Maybe one day we'll get to see Tabor and Q10 together. We've had the Blues and Royals borrowing Q10 once before. Maybe they'll do it again because they would be the two most elegant looking King's horses, one at either end. Other than the late Indigo, who's very sadly missed. Tabor, Q10, yeah. They are the most striking. Interesting enough, actually, the troop was at the water back end but didn't give any to the other horse. Now, I'm not sure what that's all about. Well, I'm wondering, guys, why would you order one but the other? Maybe because he did have some food, an apple or whatever, when they took him in after the meltdown. He's so big, such a massive horse. I'm trying to think how long it's been since we've seen him here. I've definitely seen this horse before, and I remember the name, but it might well have been as long ago as last year. So where on earth have the Blues and Royals been hiding this massive, fluffy monster since? It's okay.
Clémence, si tu veux y aller avec lui,
Everyone is delighted when they walk up and see him. He's a beauty. So those two ladies that almost got squashed against the wall, those two French women, utterly extraordinary thing to see. I guess stupidity is a universal language.
Muy inteligente. Okay, mucho gusto.
Est-ce que tu veux le caresser?
French and Spanish everywhere. Mucho gusto. Right, who have we got at this end, folks? Most of my fellow recorders, streamers, whatever you want to call us, are focused at the other end. I will, in a minute, try and ID this off. Let me just have a quick look inside. So I'm noticing there might be a clown circus appearing here at the gatesman spot. What do you think, guys? Is she going to get shouted at or not? She's, strictly speaking, she and the guy with her are over the line. There we have it. That's the second one of the day. That was inevitable. I guess this girl can't understand English. Were you at the front when those two women almost got squashed against the wall in the horse?
Yeah.
I mean, why? I don't understand why you just stand there. Like, what are they expecting the horse is going to do? Oh, look at this woman! Look. These tourists, honestly, folks, I tell you, I swear they're doing it on purpose. There can't be this many stupid people out. Is it the sun or what? Here we go again, look, on my left. It's a good thing the trooper's got such a clear voice to deal with these people, these miscreants. I had a feeling, didn't I, guys, when I was at the front about to ID the other horse, that it would kick off. I don't think we've ever got two get back from the archers in such quick succession in history. That might have been a channel first. Oh, here she is, look, it's the woman that got shot at. The white on the left.
Get back!
Oh, he's just about to scream that idiot's face. He moved back. But that actually attracted, because they're not listening, that is even attracted the attention of the police, look. Because they're just not listening at all. Which is not really a surprise. Police are stupid tourists, back up. I swear they think it's a comedy show, they just don't have any clue. Just waiting to see if anybody else is going to take a march behind there whilst the police and the guard are there. Well, since we've actually seen the police having to speak with the guard because of a number of stupid people here all in one go. It's a very hot day, everyone's sweating, tempers are fraying together. I'm just happy the kit is not conking out again, folks. Good to see actually that this gatesman's got a very powerful voice, but more importantly that he's absolutely prepared to use it. So 3 shouts in the space of less than, well, what, 2 minutes? Okay, so see if everyone behaves themselves now. I bet, as I walk back a little bit, that I know the second I leave it's going to kick off again. We know it will. But then I guess if I stand here, nothing's going to happen. Always the way. Every single time. We'll have a quick look at the chitsman. And then we'll head back out. The second that he moved, he was going to go over and tell that old, very tall guy to his face, get back, because he told him and he just stood there completely oblivious, thinking it's some kind of a joke. But obviously then when the guard moved, he moved. So Chitsman's got a good spot. Why? Because he's luckily just got the shade. A teeny little arc of shade he's got, which will not last. Oh, actually, I thought someone was about to get in trouble. Hold on, what's this? They've got to be relatives, I think, or off duty. Yeah. I wasn't sure if he was going to have a go at them. That to me looked like a captain, that fellow. Maybe a lieutenant, but probably in all likelihood a captain. Yeah, even the police were a little bit... So much going on here in the yard. We've even got... and it's funny, guys, because I'm very sensitive to heat, but we've got people that just had enough already. Look, they're just sitting on the floor because, you know what, it's hot. I don't want to move anymore. I can't be bothered. It's not that hot, for goodness sake. Oh, in fact, I really like this tourist on the left. He's had a good day. 1 second. You've seen all the best bits today, haven't you?
I know. I'm telling you.
Where are you from?
California.
From California?
Yeah.
First time seeing this?
First time.
What do you think of it?
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I always see it on the videos and it's like, I gotta go see it.
Oh, 1 second. Wait, you might even know this. Hold on. Wait, if you've seen it before in the videos, have you seen, or do you know this channel?
London City Walks. No, I have not.
Yeah, that's the best
Okay.
YouTube channel. I mean, I even know the guy that runs it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
And you're looking at him.
You.
Yeah, me. Oh. The look on her face. This face. Sorry,
That's my favorite part.
that could have been you, chap.
Yeah.
I was like, no, please.
I know.
Good Lord.
I love that part. That's my favorite part.
I tell you,
Especially when people in the way. Oh, I love it.
You got lucky by being here today because I've never in the past 2 years ever seen this many people here in one morning, ever.
Really?
And the reason it happened is that Buckingham Palace this morning cancelled the guard change.
Oh, yes,
Every single tour group and guide said to
came over
everybody,
here.
come to Horse Guards. Just too many people, man.
Yeah, we were over there and we didn't even know until we got there. The officer told us that it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
They were just like
Massive crowds.
massive people everywhere.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I'll check you out.
London City Walks.
All right.
Pleasure, chap. Have a good holiday, yeah? Lovely guy from California. I've spotted him. He's been in the videos a couple of times today. He was next to me. Sorry, my apologies. He was next to me when the horse had the meltdown. Yeah, he's had the absolute quintessential Kingsguard experience here today. Horsey meltdown, shouts, screams, make way, constant. Now this this massive crowd of people here filming, following, and also a lot of tourists are waiting for the gatesman to turn. When he does, he's got a lot of people to get through. Look at this. There we go. I told you. Absolutely extraordinary. You wouldn't have laughed if that was you. Oh goodness me! Wow. I'm in shock, guys. I mean, we've seen unparalleled levels of stupidity. Did you hear the shouts before in there about 5 minutes ago? 3 times. He's telling different groups to get out. They just stood there. Extraordinary. Right, let's get back in front of the table, guys. I'm going to have to compromise horsey-wise. Oh, he's trying to nip people. Hold on, why is he trying to nip? Let's see if we can get a spot in the front because it's so utterly packed. Trying to squeeze through the crowds. Sorry, you okay? Sorry. Right, we're in. No, there's too many people there. It's just because they cancelled the guard change at the palace, everyone came here. Do you know why they cancelled it?
A tea party. A tea party going in, so you've got loads of people turning up, going through the gates. You don't even know to stand outside Buckingham Palace.
Wow, what an absolute mess the day has been. We'll focus best we can, guys, on Tabor. Apologies for the tourist head. Madness, though. I mean, like, what the hell is this today?
I do not think this is the same horse.
You don't think it is?
That's 360. It's such a short time.
So you think the one that quit earlier and went in is a different one to this one?
That's what I would say. That's too much of a mood change in such a short span of time.
The mood change was a quick one, but I'm thinking also, could the trooper have really gotten off the horse and back on the new one that fast? I can't see it. Everyone I was talking to inside, like the tourists that I was speaking to before, they said it's definitely the same one. David's saying that isn't the same horse. Do you
It's not, no, it's not, no.
So it's definitely not a different one.
Number 20, yeah, it's different horse.
Exactly. Because
What
the
the
mood
hell?
change is so quick.
I was wondering, because people were saying before when there was a quick mood change, people were like, how did they make the horse change? It's moved so fast. Okay, guys, we've got a couple of beautiful police horses. I'm going to leave that to your judgment, equestrians. Is it the case that it's a new horse or not? What do we think, guys? Give me the unequivocal answer. Compare the facial. Wow, that's Putney. This horse at the back, I think, is Putney. Those massive cloppy hooves. So if that's Tabor now, then who the hell was the horse that quit before Tabor? Right, let's ID this one while I'm at this end, and then we'll concentrate on Tabor. The most confusing morning ever. I've got Tabor's number really, really clearly, so there is no doubt at all that the horse at the other end we saw a minute ago is Tabor. But then who is the horse that quit if it wasn't Tabor that came back out again? This is really making no sense at all. Right, this one is... Oh God, it had to be like a really mushy One second, guys. I need to get in the shade for a minute to read the phone screen. I think I've got the number. 1 second. It's a beauty though, this horse. Really, really spectacular looking horse. Glancing into the camera for us. It's like, who are you? Why are you standing there?
Oui, mais tu t'approches pas trop. C'est pas respectueux pour les gardes qui sont dessus, ça fait style.
Alright, the horse is frozen. Hang on. I get scared. I'll move back a bit. He's like, John, don't stand so close. Okay, horsey, I won't. One second, everybody. He's having a little bit of a think. But I think, from what I can see, number-wise, that this is... 1 second. Oh, it's a difficult one. That toe clip again is kind of in the middle. So I'm guessing it's either going to be one of two. It's either Thor. Actually, wait, it is Thor. I recognise the markings. And the other number it could be doesn't exist. It's Thor. So table at that end, Thor at this end. There you have it, people. 2 IDs. Thor and table. I'll try and find out actually, before I even put this up, whether or not they did swap over the horse, because I'm convinced. Hold on a second. Wait, what's this? There's just a kid left in a pushchair. Where are the parents? Look at this, guys. Look. Now either I'm missing something. Where's the mum and dad? Oh, here we go. Right, finally. Super odd. Like, why? I don't get it. I'll get back in a second with Gore's table, and we'll finish up with him in today's video as well. I think today must qualify as the highest number of loud shouts that we've ever had in a single video. I count 5 in total. 3 over here with this gatesman, 1 at the front, and then another one that we didn't quite capture but was clearly audible. And luckily, since I moved away before, he hasn't had to raise his voice again, but how long is that going to last?
Over here, guys. Trace.
It's not time for his rounds, so I'm not sure if he's going to come. I don't think he will. Nope. No rounds yet, people. Oh. This guy's... that beeping noise. See these green bikes, folks? They're like rental bikes. You can rent them through Uber, but they're called Lime bikes. That one's beeping because his time on the bike has run out, so he can't ride it anymore, hence him having to wheel it somewhere before he could drop it off or extend his time. Oh, who have we got here? Some important looking ladies having the chain lowered for them. Hey, you okay? Don't worry, don't worry. This trooper's having to take the chain up and down pretty much constantly today. He's probably had enough, to be quite honest. I fixed it. If it happens ever again, or that happens to yours, it's the balance on the gimbal. So you have to balance it by, for example, putting the phone on it with no power, and then it should just stay without flipping all over the place. When it's perfectly balanced, the motor doesn't work. Did you have the same problem? Worked fine, yeah? Okay. Alright, we're back at the front with table, guys, which is where we're going to stay for hopefully a good while. I'll try my best to get directly in front. So that means the Blues have got 2 enormous horses here today, but I don't know who the other one is.
I'll get it. Are you good? Oh, you're not gonna do it?
They came over to me, didn't
God, it's actually going to sort of normal level. This is the numbers that we would expect on a weekday, unlike that absolute abject chaos we had this morning. They are being cautious though because he's got such a big head and he's so big. One second, everybody. Nice timing. I actually finally got it at the right moment. Look at these two. They're going through the side gate, so they're going to split up now. So we on the side have got both. Hiya.
Mind the horse, please. Mind the horse.
Actually, having to tell people to mind the horse. They can't quite figure out themselves that they need to move out of the way. That's what we're often dealing with in terms of tourists not paying attention. Much more reasonable now. It's still busy, as you can see, but there's plenty of room to be able to move around without getting stuck in those massive groups of people. Right, let's get us back onto the other side of the table, guys, focusing on that side toward the gates. Although, actually, one second. Before I do, we're going to have the gatesman, aren't we now? Let's wait for that first. There's quite a bit of movement. Here he comes. So our timing is pretty much spot on. Now, depending on what happens now, it might be his umpteenth shout. As you can see, most people are smart enough to move out of the way, but not all. Again, this guy really walks well in the boots. Everyone getting out of the way, pretty quick, smart, which is a good thing to see. This is, after all, the guard's working place. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I was expecting, of course, you saw the way I turned the camera, that he would speak to his colleague, but not this time, straight back in. But in the Yardo, the tourists are being very respectful on the whole today. Look at this, standing, giving him a massive amount of space. Look, this is what one would expect and hope it will be like on a good day. It won't be like this tomorrow. People will be all over the place in the gatesman's way, but look, that sort of arc of people really firmly back. No one's told them to do that, they've just naturally formed this line. Tourist season can work, it just takes a few people to be respectful and kind of lead the order, as it were. I'm not sure, in fact, why these two lines have formed. Well, people are like waiting to get to the front, they're kind of queuing unofficially for a picture. I actually have no idea, to be honest. Very curious.
Yep.
I'm not quite feeling it, folks, in terms of people walking in this time. I don't know why. Although that said, we were close.
Yeah.
Very close, but not close enough. Yep, take a seat. Make yourselves at home. He said thanks. Change the filming mode, people. Just 1 second. Hopefully it won't move the camera in any way. There it is. We're in PTF mode. That should be a little bit more fluid now. Notice it wasn't following where we were filming. Now it should be. There we are. That's better. ETF is point to focus. I was in the wrong mode for a little while. Good to see you all being respectful, saying thanks today. He's just checking his little stock portfolio. He's like, you know what? I'm glad I bought Nvidia, but I really should have bought more Bitcoin, and then sold it before it kind of semi-crashed by 15%. Right, so this is what the front is looking like. Yeah, i.e. completely packed. I'm thinking that Thor briefly might be a more interesting prospect if I can get close enough. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, responsible tour guide. I can't put the umbrella up, it will scare the horse. If only they were all that conscientious. Shout out to Theo for being respectful. Oh. Yeah, just give the horse a massive slap. I think she thinks she's a trooper doing the dismount, this tourist. Horse is like, yeah, you're right. In fact, that slap, that was audible. I hope the microphone picked that up. It's quite a hefty slap. Thor's just like, you know what? Bring it on. Couldn't care less. Tourist toozing up now. This is my horse. She thinks it's a cat. A lot of people do. They go like this sort of horse. Oh. I mean, it's not as if there are 50 tourists behind me waiting for a picture. So. Cute, actually, to be fair. She didn't realise she got lost in the moment with the horse. That's a special escort group vehicle behind me going to Downing Street for some reason. I said they were on the way to arrest Rishi Sunak for impersonating a political leader. Well done to that girl. Her mum was obviously telling her to look, but she was very nervous, so good to see she got the picture in the end. I admire that. People that push themselves out of their comfort zone, get over their fears, really admire that a lot. She's been waiting a while. This one's really happy now about seeing the horse. Look. I'm hearing inside again people getting told to move back, not super loudly. I definitely heard it, and then he was stamping. I think the two ladies in black just had a stroll in. I really think some people are now switching on their phone, pretending that they're taking a picture or getting into position to take a picture, but they're actually recording to get a response video. All good? Back we go. Police are playing it smart today as well, over in the shade. Good on them. There's Ron Guys, his radio tour guide, one of the very best here. Notice he always keeps his groups at a reasonable level. 10, 12, 14 people. Unlike some of the group leaders that are bringing 50 plus and using a speaker or some sort of amplification so that they can actually be heard. Oh, it's a tired table. I mean, I guess carrying around probably half a ton worth of weight is going to make you tired, isn't it, in this heat? Tired and a little bit tetchy. He is a beauty though, isn't he? Look at that face. Gorgeous horse. He really does compete with a Q10. I'd love to see the two of them standing next to each other because they look identical to me. Certainly they're the same size, just massive and regal. Now in 5 minutes, Tabor, ladies and gents, is going to be gone. I'm very sad to announce, so I'm glad we got a good bit of time with him. We'll get to see the other two. I'm reasonably sure that Salah was here before, but we'll have a quick look at which other two we've got before I finish up this video. We've got maybe about 10 to 15 minutes, and it's 5-2, so we should be able to capture the full changeover. Am I going to go inside for this one? I think yes, actually, because I think we might have. Kid thought that was super funny. We might have some fun with people obstructing against me. We know that Table's super settled. Thor at the other end. I don't think we've ever seen him have a meltdown. I think actually I'll grab a spot in a moment because in a minute when the boys get back onto the line, it's going to be a real interesting one. Look at the numbers again in the yard. 4 minutes to the hour. It's tough deciding whether to be in here, folks, or at the front. It's what I used to like about the lives, actually, to be honest. I'm missing that part of it, the interactivity, because then you would be like, hey, you know, first 10 people to say go to the front or go to the front, etc. So me having to make all the decisions myself, not that I'm, concerned about making decisions, but if I make the wrong decision, I can blame all of you. You see, that's my thinking. Interesting, blue hair. Wait, did you go and then come back here, or you been here the whole time?
No, I've got to walk around the park.
Ah, I was going to say, missed a lot of shouts.
Really?
On this side, I think maybe 3 or 4 in very quick succession with different people, all of whom were, and at the end of part 1 today, a boy got shouted, a small boy walked in there, guard didn't hesitate, straight in his face.
No, I watched your videos, that sort of thing.
Yeah, there's been plenty of that, I tell you, today. Oh wow, look, there goes the police horse box along the front. I'm just debating kind of with myself whether to stay in here for this change or whether to stay at the front. It's a tricky one.
Did you see my comment about your posh float on Wednesday?
Ah, yeah, definitely the garden party at the palace. Yeah, would have been 100%. I didn't know that.
At the 1 o'clock change, I was standing next to them over in this corner.
Okay.
And she was looking around trying to find out what was going on.
Yeah, I did speak to them briefly after, but it was interesting because until I got home that day, I didn't actually know that there'd been a garden party.
No, same here.
Because it makes sense, doesn't it, that they would be so dressed up.
No, I said to her, the stables are through there. Thank you very much.
We thought you could just march in. Annoyingly, when I started the second part, first of all, at the beginning earlier, there was a huge group of Norland nannies that came along in their Norland uniform.
Oh yeah.
I spoke to them, but didn't. Gimbal was playing up, so I lost it. Real shame, actually. They were all looking beautiful. There's a group of about 80, 90 of us in London for something or other training today. Never mind. Hopefully they might make a reappearance. What do you think? You choose inside the yard or at the front?
Why not all stay here?
Yeah.
Just to direct people and try and...
I can't remember if they're going to change over the
They
foot.
should do 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
should
will.
do.
Okay, that's decided. In the yard that is, people. I'm going to blame you if it doesn't. See you later, yeah? Okay, so we're going to stay in the yard. There we have it. I let a very loyal regular viewer, who's also a friend of mine and a super nice guy, choose. And here we go. I'm not going to try to get the front because I don't need to be or care about being at the front. Very curious actually how some people mill around. Okay, so I'm going to get probably one of the closest spots I've ever been to the gatesman whilst the change is ongoing. So we're going to stay here in the corner, folks. That gives us a complete overview of the yard. We've got at least, 180 degrees plus if I'm moving it around. There's no point in trying to get the front because if anything interesting happens at the back, we'll miss it. In other words, we can see most of what's going to happen from this corner. And I think, so I can wait for the other phone. We've got less than 60 seconds until the actual changeover. In other words, it's imminent. But, and this is the best part, we will have time to ID the 2 new beauties that come out for part 2. What a morning it's been. My head is spinning thinking about what tomorrow's going to be like, guys. Saturday. Okay, so here we are, tourist eye view, guys, of the proceedings. Kensington is running towards us, everybody. We did see him briefly earlier on. He was in the other box, actually, so I'm glad the troop has changed over. So we have Kensington in the inverted commas haunted box, which means I think we've got Talar. I can't remember, I'll confirm it, on the far side box. This might be coming, and then they should change over the foot guards, I think. And then the second guy, the second I hear that stomp by the gatesman. In theory, he should be heading into the tunnel at any moment. Here it is. made way naturally without even the police needing to tell them. Interesting. I have no idea if the same is going to be true when the new gatesman comes in. I think instinctively it probably will. Let's wait and see what happens next. Seeing a few important suited people in the yard today, sort of having a look at what's going on. It wouldn't surprise me if they're MOD officials gauging whether or not the numbers here are going to become a problem as we go into the summer. At the moment, there is a massive pushchair, pram, buggy, exactly where the gatesman's going to need to go. So let's see what happens with that in a minute. Friend has just mentioned to them that she probably needs to move it. Right, let's see what's going to happen now, folks. We've got a front row seat for the changeover. And we'll head back to the front for the closing shots. See the police, yeah, you couldn't quite see it, but police are struggling a little bit today. It's very, very, very humid, folks. I know a lot of you are like, oh, 20, 22, 23, nothing. That London humidity is something else, I tell you guys, it really is. I think we're probably around 85, 90% humidity today. Crowds, look at it. Massive numbers of people. I'll move back a teeny bit in a second once we see that new gatesman coming out. But you can see people. Look at this lady on the right. Look, she's right in the middle. She's about to get told off, I think. Lady troop at the front. Now, I'd be interested to see who the new gatesman is, or gateswoman potentially. A view, guys, through the tunnel. Look how bright it is at the end of the tunnel. Absolutely glowing, isn't it? It's like a desert. Just finishing up, and then we're going to have that gatesman come out. This is done. That's finished. Right, gatesman inbound. Here he comes. Now, the key question is this officer going to tell everybody to move out of the way, or is he going to leave it to the gatesman's discretion? I'm sensing. Yeah. Wow. Wow. That was a really, really, really loud series of make ways. Damn, I'm always disappointed actually. The previous gatesman that just finished was, they were like frozen to the spot, this couple. He was impressive, but this new gatesman, goodness gracious. I mean, he's absolutely on it, like smashed it. Didn't need to push anybody, but that voice was enough to make me make way, and I wasn't even in the way.
They needed me after all.
They really did with that lady with the pushchair, but he's got a great voice. That was brilliant, in fact. Really, really clear. I'm not sure. Have you seen it before? It looks new to me.
The last call with the shout.
But I think this game.
Oh, no.
Stand back from the archers!
Oh. Goodness me. And that's this family, complete with kids. I knew Barry, the second I turned around to talk, I knew it. Absolutely sod's law, no? See you later. That was a really, really loud one. Not quite as good as the one in part 1 this morning, which was mightily impressive. But he's not taking any nonsense. Get ready for it. This guy takes one step forward on the left, he's getting shouted at. We've got a viper of a gatesman today, folks, who's going to take no nonsense at all from any tourist. This guy's like,
Stand back from the archers!
told you, look. Bashful lady there. Wow, I'm absolutely, I'm enamoured, I think is what I'm looking for. I'm enamoured. by this new gatesman. What a fine fellow he is, eh? What credit to the regiment, dealing with idiot tourists like that. Absolutely brilliant. I'm scared to move, guys. I mean, he's just a marvel. Seems like the Blues have been letting some of the troopers relax, rest, build up their strength, work on their vocals, and boom, they've let them loose on the tourists now. Absolutely extraordinary. I don't think, I mean, there's a massive number of people behind them, but I don't think anybody's going to be stupid enough to get even close now after that. So there's always one. I mean, the last one was good, but this guy is like unbelievable. Yeah, his voice is brilliant. How stupid are so many people? I've never seen so many stupid people in one day. Utterly extraordinary. There we have it, people. I was hoping we might get a bit of seat time, but I judged it right in the end. We got this video. I haven't counted them all, guys. Any of you that watch all of this, can you please drop in the comments how many shouts in total we got in this video? Roughly, I'm thinking we got 7, actually on camera, but I'm pretty sure there were a couple that we didn't quite catch, but we very, 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 you know, we clearly heard them. They were audible in the video. So any of you that make it all the way through, drop a comment with how many shouts, because I am pretty sure that we've had more shouts in this video than in any other single video I've ever shot here at Horseguards. Really extraordinary number of shouts. And we're going to finish up. Our closing shot, guys, is going to be of the magnificent Chitsman, who today is actually a Chits woman. Fantastic, eh? From what's been a pretty hectic morning at Horseguards, guys, I'm out of here. I will be back, I promise, tomorrow. Bye for now, folks.